Manifestation, magic, Voodoo, the law of attraction, or the law of assumption, they are all interconnected, and I am going to tell you why they are. Stay tuned until the end of this video and understand that there is nothing wrong with behind the notion of Voodoo. It is a form of spirituality that uses thoughts and energies to manifest. I want to be able to debunk all these misconceptions around the spirituality. And you're going to see by the end of this video that everything that I mentioned, manifestation, the law of attraction, even prayer, the law of assumption, magic, Voodoo, they are all interconnected. There's nothing different about any one of them. All right, let's get into the video, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathy, and we are the Resilient Babes. All right, guys. So at the core of all these practices and philosophies revolve around the fundamental idea that thoughts, intentions, and energy have the power to shape reality. The Bible says this: believe that you have received and you shall receive. So when you're praying, believe in advance that your prayer has been answered and you will receive. Now, when you start deconstructing this idea, you understand that there's a level of visualization that needs to go into this, because you don't already have what you're praying for into your hands. So you have to go into your mind and start seeing it, touching it, feeling it, experiencing it, and then saying thank you before you can receive it. So let's go. If we think about this, this prayer, right? It involves visualization, right? So if you go into manifestation, what do they talk about? It's the same thing. They ask you to align your feelings, your beliefs with what is it that you want to manifest. Magic is the same thing. When somebody does something, well, let's take, for lack of a better, to understand fully what I'm going to talk about, let's talk about casting a spell. I don't do that, by the way, okay? Just want to be clear about that. I don't know how to cast spell. I don't know. I've never done that. But here's what I believe it really is, and what is the force behind it. The force behind it is you. It's your energy. It's your belief. It's your feelings. It's your emotions. It's now, if you're going to use physical elements, it's also the physical elements, but who gives the physical elements power? It is you. So same thing for magic. So we can tie magic and Voodoo in the same thing. Now, Voodoo within the Haitian tradition tells you one thing. It is a way of life, okay? It is a system of belief. It is in a way to use the elements given to you. It is in a way that you use nature. It is in the way that you live life. It is in the way that you heal others, yourself. It is what you say. It's what you do. It's a way of life. This is what it is. It's just that Hollywood decided that they wanted to create dolls. They wanted to have pins to make it, entertaining for the human brain, who didn't really want to understand what Black spirituality was about. But at the end of the day, this is pretty much what it is. All right. Let's keep going. Okay. So, the law of attraction. You believe that you're going to get something. You attract it towards you. How do you attract things towards you? Is by believing that you have this thing, or you can have it, or you already have it, right? It's aligning those feelings of experiencing this thing with the thing that which you want to get. That's what the law of assumption is, actually assuming that you already have it. It is done. Creation is finished. This is what they tell you. So this is just the tip of the iceberg of how these practices or philosophies are all interconnected. So, like I said, it's ideas, it's thoughts, it's intentions, it's energy that have the power to shape your reality. While they all differ in cultural, spiritual, and practical interpretations, but they share one unifying belief. You have the ability to influence and align with your desired outcome through focused intention. If you look at magic, You're going to use a candle. You focus your intention, your energy in that candle. It is as if you're asking that candle to go do exactly what you want it to do. Guys, we are more powerful than we would ever know. And for centuries, they're hiding this to men and women because they understand the damage that could be done when certain people with a too large ego come across certain knowledge. They can really wreak havoc, right? They can create chaos. So I get it and I understand it. It is like Jordan Peterson say, you can be a beast, but the beauty in the beast is being able to tame that anger within the beast, right? When you can cause destruction, but then there's this underlying control and peace within yourself. And when you're able to tame that, that is magical, right? That's when you are powerful. And this is exactly what this is all about. So let's go by, within each one of these practices or philosophies. Manifestation. Of course, it refers to bringing a desire or goal into reality by aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It is rooted in the idea that the universe responds to energy and vibration. So, let me give you an example of manifestation. A person visualizes themselves getting their dream job, journals their gratitude as if they already have it. It takes proactive steps towards it, right? You have to take it. Manifestation, sometimes they often forget to let people know that you have to take proactive steps. You will hear some people say that you take inspired actions. Yes, you always have to take proactive steps towards your goal or your desires. And eventually you will land that job due to your alignment of belief, emotion, and action. And it's that simple, really. But people don't want to do the work, unfortunately. Now, magic. For the lazy ones, magic exists because I'm going to explain. It operates on the principle of intentional energy manipulation to influence outcomes. So you have things like rituals, you have symbols, and specific actions are used to direct energy toward a purpose. Example, a practitioner will use a candle burning ritual to attract love. Pink candle, focusing their energy on the flame while repeating affirmations or prayers. So the people that are still a little bit weak in spirit, they would use these elements to build themselves up so that they don't have to rely on things. Eventually they won't have to rely on things. They can just command things to happen and it happens. For those who are not at that level yet, we can say that level of magic is there for them. There's nothing wrong with it, by the way. Okay, absolutely nothing wrong with it because I do believe, it is my belief, okay, it is my opinion that God is not judging anybody that chooses a certain route to find or that chooses a route to get to him or her. They understand that this physical world can be challenging. He understands that this physical world can be challenging and he sees us as we are seeking his face or her face. We go through different means. That's why there are different cultures that develop their own ways of living and their own ways of worshiping God. And God knows this. It's not only the way of the Christian. It's not only the way of the Muslims. This is religion. God didn't create religion. Okay, so we have ways that we can adopt in order to go find and seek the face of God or the Christ consciousness, if you want to call it that. I'm more about getting to the Christ consciousness level. So you use the candle to attract love. You focus your energy on the flame while you're repeating affirmations or prayers. Prayers are also affirmations. The candle will serve as a symbolic medium for the practitioner's focused intention. That's all it is. It is there as an aid. It's like you're walking in the dark. You use a flashlight so that you can see where you're putting your foot. There's nothing wrong with that. That's all it's for. Now, in Vodou, spelled Vodou. Somebody brought this to my attention. And yes, while the spelling doesn't have meaning behind it, but for the world out there who does not understand this yet, the correct spelling will do them a service by making them understand that the Hollywood voodoo has nothing to do with the traditional voodoo. But me, I'm coming from the Haitian traditions of inside of voodoo. Okay? By the way, only positive exists in the things that I talk about and teach, and even myself use from time to time. Okay? So Vodou is a spiritual practice deeply connected to the alignment of spiritual energy and ancestral guidance. Did you get that? Let me repeat that. It is a spiritual practice deeply connected to the alignment of spiritual energy and ancestral guidance. Of course, it includes rituals, offerings, and invoking spirits to aid in manifesting desires. I have a video where I talk about that. The similarities in metaphysics and voodoo might surprise you. Yes, there are a lot of similarities. The difference is that it's the ancestral guidance, which are called the loas. The loas are the ancestors that they call upon to help guide them. Just like people call on angels, in Haitian traditions, they call on the ancestors, the people who were there before them, that understood life, who had a way of life, and they call upon them to say, I'm here now following this generation. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me? This is what it is, okay? So I said it includes rituals, offerings, and invoking spirits to aid in manifesting desires. That's it. An example. A voodoo practitioner might perform a ceremony to connect with an ancestor, offering food and music as a way to receive blessings for financial abundance. They combine intention and sacred cultural traditions. Now we're going to go into the law of attraction. The law of attraction that everybody's talking about. The Secret made it known like mainstreamly, right? It went mainstream with the book or the movie The Secret. But it's existed obviously from the time that God said, let there be light. Okay? That was the first time the law of attraction was ever implied, if I can imagine, right? So the law of attraction posits that like attracts like. Like attracts like. The energy you emit attracts corresponding energy from the universe. If you're emitting love, love comes to you. If you're emitting anger, anger finds its way to you. Positive thoughts and feelings draw positive outcomes. It's simple. An example would be someone who writes a daily affirmation like, I am wealthy and successful. It is believed in, or as they visualize their financial freedom and maintains a positive attitude, over time, they will begin to experience opportunities for wealth and success. It is a question of practice. The law of assumption states that assuming something is true will manifest it into reality. It emphasizes living as though your desire is already fulfilled. Example, a person desiring a healthy relationship might begin treating themselves with love and respect, assuming they are already loved deeply. By embodying this state, they attract a partner who mirrors these qualities. You assume that you're love, therefore you are love. It's that I am that gives you what you are. Simple. So now, how are they connected? I just explained everything. I hope so far you got it, clear. It's clear in your head. Okay. I think I did mention prayer. Okay. Now, how do they connect? How are they, interconnected? Energy and intention is the first thing. All these practices that I mentioned rely on the belief that focused energy and intention shape the physical world. Magic uses symbols and rituals to channel energy. Voodoo connects practitioners with spiritual energy. The laws of attraction assumption focus on thoughts and beliefs as energy. Spiritual frameworks. What's the spiritual frameworks behind these philosophies or practices, if you will? Each of these systems that I mentioned, they acknowledge unseen forces. In the law of attraction, you're using your thoughts and intentions. Can you touch those thoughts and intentions? No, you cannot. So it's an unseen force that you're using, be it universal energy, spirits, or divine power that interact with human intentions, right? That is the spiritual frameworks of all these practices or philosophies. Visualization and emotions, all of these practices uses that. All of them. There's not one that does not use visualization and emotion. When a Voodoo practitioner pours that coffee, he uses intention, visualization, and emotion. He knows what he's doing is going to get him his result. He believes it. And one thing that makes, like Voodoo or, people within the Haitian traditions powerful is the belief that what they do is powerful. When they tell you that I am this, that, whatever they call it, that spirit that they embody, you best believe that they really are, because they are in that moment that they're invoking that spirit, and nothing can stop them. And you see it manifest before your eyes when they invoke it. Now, if you're not strong, if you believe in the Hollywood, entertainment, you might really fall for it and think that it is destructive, but it's not destructive. It is showing you exactly how powerful you are within that moment. And we all have that. When we're manifesting, when you say that, I know that I have my special person. I know that this person loves me. And you believe you are love, and you believe that this person loves you. Guess what? You are love, and this person loves you. It is done. When they say creation is done, it is done. Believe that. I'm looking messy right now because I was not sleeping, by the way. I was actually meditating, and this came to me, and I said, let's get to this video. I don't care how I look. I'm going to make this video. I'm going to edit whatever I can edit to make it look a little bit better. My hair is in disarray, but this video is going to be out, and it will resonate with whoever it needs to resonate to with. My English. So visualization and emotions. Visualization is key to all of these practices, as is the belief that emotions amplify your results. Believe that emotions amplify your results. Always, 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 always. That's what I mean by building spiritual strength. Once you build spiritual strength, there's nothing you cannot manifest. I think I fell off this sort of like ladder or this pedestal in a way. And I'm trying to find myself back. When I left IT and came back here, I got into a relationship that did not really serve me well. And, it just took me off my pedestal in a way, and I'm putting myself back on it. And doing this YouTube channel is helping me get back on it. I have been getting back on it slightly. Slowly but surely. I'm getting back on the horse. Yes, I'm getting back on that horse, right? And I want to do it with other people that want to learn. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't listen to people, okay, that are talking BS, okay? Because I used to be really afraid about doing this and talking about these things, because I'm like, oh, what are the people going to think? The educated Haitians, the higher class Haitians, what are they going to think? Because I used to interact with them because I did business with them when I was in Haiti. So I have this sort of like preconceived idea that they're going to judge me. But guess what? I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because I'm talking about my power here. I'm not talking about anything. I'm not talking about taking something from you. I'm not talking about stealing. I'm not talking about casting any negative spell on no one, evil. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my power, how I'm retrieving my power, and how people can find their own power. This is what I'm talking about. You can find your own power. You are resilient. We are all resilient. We need to remember that. Remember, ye are gods. And I don't mean this in a way that, you can create a moon or a sun. That's not, or a whole galaxy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking of your power here in this physical plane. You have dominion over it. God said it. If you want to go by the Bible, it is in the Bible as well, in Psalms. Anyway, in manifestation, you visualize the outcome. In Vodou, you connect emotionally with ancestors or spirit. In the law of assumption, you feel as though the outcome is already real. It's the same thing in prayer. Believe you have received, and it is given to you. Simple. Okay? I think this is the end of the video. I got up from my meditation, and this is what came to me. This is the message. Manifestation, magic, prayer, Voodoo, law of attraction, law of assumption, they are all the same thing. Do not let anybody fool you. And Haitians, if you are a Haitian and you're watching this video, stop the nonsense with your religious BS, okay? You want to be religious, that's fine. It's okay. You know, my whole family's religious. I'm not. And I'm fine with it. I'm standing strong. It's okay for you to be religious. But if you know your power is within you, the power is you. You are at the center of all this. You are the word made manifest. You are God made manifest. That's what you are. You control everything. You are at the center of all this. I forgot that for some time and I'm gaining that power back. And boy, does it feel freaking good. And I don't care. If you want to prosper with me, you'll be on this channel. That's all I know. All right. See you guys. God bless. Let's prosper together. You are resilient.